So, I live in Serbia, Niš to be precise. Let me show you. Now, recently, a lot of people I used to teach English online with have been messaging me to try to get out of South Africa. And people have been wondering, what does it cost to live here? Today, we're going to jump into that. So, let's go. Many people have been asking me, how expensive is it to live in Serbia? Now, not very, and let me show you why. So first off, with rent. Rents can obviously scare people when you think of most countries, but in Serbia, it actually does not. So for $160 a month, I live about 5 minutes away from places like these that are calm, peaceful, and absolutely freaking wonderful to live around. Then, transportation. The best part is you don't need a car. If you're in Serbia, you can do everything by foot, by bus, or by taxi, and by train as well. I haven't done the train thing yet, but it is on the bucket list. So my insurance for my car, because I did get a car, because I like to go places where buses and trains don't always go, like inside the mountains. So I pay $300 a year for my car insurance and about $50 a month for fuel, which is not a lot because I kind of drive far. I like to drive to all these obscure places where nobody goes just to see what it's like and talk to the locals. Now, with groceries, I will be honest, I splurge. I splurge a lot. I love to eat a lot. I like to eat fancy food. I like to eat South African. I like to eat Gouda cheese. I don't want to get local cheese. I do eat local cheese, but when I make pizza, I'm putting some good Gouda, some mozzarella, and getting all the spices that we get from South Africa. So food is usually a little bit more expensive than for the average person. The average person here would probably spend about $100 a month, but my food bills, eating out 3 times a week, and so on, comes to about $250. I know, crazy, breaking the bank here. Then, the next one, utilities. Now, I also have a weakness. I don't pay utilities every month. I get anxiety about bills. I don't know why. The money is there. I can pay them. I just don't. Until like 4 months later, then I pay everything at the same time. So I actually have to go sit down and check. And utilities amount to about $100 a month because we don't really wait for the cheap electricity. So in Serbia, after a specific time, when it usually gets dark around 8 o'clock, electricity goes on a discount. And you can do your cooking, you can do your washing, everything after hours. But I like convenience. So currently, I am not on the cheapest spectrum of what we're referring to. So electricity for me and everything together, $100 a month. But you could bring it down a lot if you just choose your time wisely. Then we have to think about the phone data, which is $15 for 10 gigabytes of data with unlimited calling and SMSs, and $15 for Netflix, $6 for Apple Music, and I think, yeah, that's it for my subscriptions, I believe. Now, a big question is usually about healthcare. Now, let me just preface this. Serbia does not have the most advanced healthcare system ever. If you get your blood tests done, it doesn't go onto a system somewhere. You have to take that paper with you. You get an x-ray, you take that paper with you to your next doctor and your next doctor and your next doctor. I actually have a file. So with the Serbian healthcare system, you still have to do that even if you go private. So you pay a total of $6.5 a month. Yeah, that is basically what my costs come out to. I know it's insanely expensive. How do people even afford $6.5 a month for health insurance? Oh, goodness. But I don't usually go to public hospitals. The wait is a little bit long. So I tend to go for the private doctors, and the private doctors are $20 a visit, even a specialist. So if I need to go see a gynecologist or, I don't know, someone for my anxiety, I go see someone privately and I pay $20 for it. No medical insurance gets involved there. It's just $20. That's the full price.
Lastly, and most importantly, is travel and leisure, like coming to a coffee shop and having a coffee. So I splurge. Honestly, I splurge. And this one is probably going to cost me about $1. So I will come for a walk, no car, remember? Well, no car needed at least, and just sit down and have a coffee. There's no worry about spending too much money because it's not that expensive. So come get your latte for $1. It's a good life.
So when moving to another country, don't just think about the monthly costs. Don't just think, oh, it's only $500, $600 a month. I'm going to live like a king. Yeah, you will. Eventually. Remember, when you move there, you might need a new couch. You might need winter shoes because you didn't know that there's snow and it melts and then they get into your shoes. And you might need a winter jacket that is 200 euros. So these things add up. So don't just get on a plane, move to another country because of the low cost of living. Consider the other things as well. Who knows? You might need a new toaster. And when you do consider it, don't forget about the language. Living in Serbia has not been the easiest thing of my life, but it has been the best decision I've made. So, all in all, my total amounts to $533.50 a month. I'm sure I've missed a few cents, but yeah, that's what you should be expecting. Not when you live in Belgrade. Don't live in Belgrade. You'll spend a lot more. All in all, that is the description of what it costs to be here. Stay tuned for more stuff. More things will be posted soon. Mostly adventures and things that I do when I just get in my car and drive to a random village, because that's what I like to do. That's what we do for fun here. Explore, see the nature, and meet people who I can barely speak to. I'm working on it.
Okay. I'm here.